Hey there everybody, LordBear90 here once again for part 2 of my 6-part Bruticus mini-series video. This time I'm going to be covering Transformers Fall of Cybertron Deluxe Class Swindle. He forms the right leg of Bruticus. He is possibly one of my favorite characters out of the Combaticons. Mostly because he is very savvy on the battlefield, and he is more than willing to basically sell his own teammates for scrap if it means getting his own chassis out of trouble. And I don't know why I like that in his character, but I just kind of do. Now for his color scheme, he's got purple here, and here, all yellow everywhere, and black everywhere. His weapon is this turret that sits on top of his vehicle mode. It's probably my favorite out of all the weapons, not counting Vortex's swords. I'm a sword person. I like swords. I'll get to that when I cover Vortex. He's basically a Cybertronian Jeep, which kind of reminiscent to the G1 toy. I've only seen reviews of the original Bruticus figure, so I can't really vouch for what I just said all that much, if that makes any sense. But anyway, to transform Swindle here, flip out the feet. Pull this section, so I'm not going to pull the arms out of their tabs. Pull this section, basically break them in half. Straighten out the legs. Take the exhaust pipes on the side of the arms. Rotate them all the way around 180 degrees. Do that on both sides. Try not to snap them because they're very thin and very fragile, and the gears that they're on are very strong. Rotate the legs all the way around 180 degrees. Take this fender here, unpeg it, and turn it all the way around on both arms. Bring the arms all the way up. Push his head into place. And then peg the chest into 4 holes, because he's got the chest has 4 pegs. You just line them all up simultaneously. Separate his legs. Give him his gun. And here you have Transformers Fall of Cybertron Deluxe Class Swindle in his robot mode. He is my second favorite out of the 5. A lot of people really like the Swindle mold because he is very tall for a Deluxe. He's not as tall as animated Deluxe Class Lockdown was. He was almost as tall as a Voyager, the way he unfolded and everything. But we're not talking about Lockdown or animated. We're talking about Fall of Cybertron Swindle here. Now, Swindle is an actual limb for Bruticus. Because Bruticus is a Scramble City combiner, Swindle here can be either an arm or a leg. But I like to make him specifically the right leg, as a matter of fact. And to do that, remove his gun. Push the legs back together. Keep the feet out. Rotate the exhaust pipes back into position. Basically, you're transforming him almost all the way back into vehicle mode. Rotate all this around. The only difference is you have to rotate this peg all the way up, where it looks like that. Rotate the waist, put the feet back. Put the arms back into their respective pegs. If the right arm will line up. It can be a bit stubborn sometimes. Now, in this section of the legs here, there are 4 pegs. One there, and one there. One there, and one there. These slots right here are very thin and very brittle. What you want to do to put him into limb mode is you put these 2 slots, or these 2 pegs, in these bottom 2 slots here. Like so. Straighten out the peg here. And here you have Swindle in his leg mode. Basically, he is his vehicle mode. Oops, those pegs didn't go in. He's basically a crushed vehicle mode. It was like this, although more flat, but it's now bent like this. So now he's a leg. That is part 2 of my Bruticus set. Part 3 will be Brawl.